clarify which one is it.
Okay, and here's our marquee matchup. A Trompovsky again. I mean,
maybe it's a good blitz opening.
well, I mean, it's like the fashion. It's so hard to understand the picks of and we saw e7, e6, c4 by Hikaru, who was playing against MBL, transposed into a Queen's Gambit decline from a Trompovsky move order, and move c7, c6, and immediately a capture on f6. I like Prague's
I feel like he's gonna
hand. Like he moves the pieces and puts them on the center of the square. Although he did, fudge the pieces in one earlier
second
game.
on the clock.
Yeah.
c4.
But normally, at the end of his move, the piece ends directly on the square. The idea of this early captures, by the way, on f6 is not necessarily just to double the pawns, but the idea is that you want to isolate this pawn on d5. You do want to play c4 takes d5, and that's why we saw Alireza capturing, which kind of helps White develop.
But position opened up a little bit, and Alireza does have the pair of bishops.
Absolutely.
Queen b3.
Okay, intimating that b7 is a target, but you mentioned the pair of bishops, and so
He's keeping them.
well, he's trying to make a trade. I would suspect knight e4 followed by knight c5 is what Prague has in mind.
Yeah, I don't think black can keep the bishop pair for too long.
Exactly.
Would you play f5 here, or?
No, I wouldn't want
You don't want to?
I wouldn't want to weaken the e5
I think he
square.
is going to, unless he wants to play knight c5, bishop d5, but that runs into e4. I think he is going to play bishop c8, maybe.
So knight c5, bishop c8. Anybody? Minority attack? Anybody? Minority report?
Yeah, I think that's what White should try.
Exactly.
The c6 pawn, not looking so.
Peter,
Well,
you've got the two bishops here as black, but on the other hand, we understand you want to maintain the two bishops, but what is black? Are you playing for f5, f4? What are you playing for?
Potentially, yeah. I'm trying to maybe hint at some ideas against the white king side. You can throw in bishop g4 at any point, which probably will drive one of the knights back. Perhaps you play h5 and ask for a reaction, but white is very stable, but combining this stability with also trying to achieve something on either flank is probably going to be the biggest issue.
I think it's interesting how Prague did not include knight c5, bishop c8.
I'm very surprised by the lack of inclusion. I would have thought knight c5, bishop c8 was an automatic. You do want to see black playing the move b7, b6.
Weakening the pawn on c6.
Precisely so. Bishop e2, and once again, I think it's time to jump to the c5 square. Although, by doing so now, Alireza does have an option of playing rook b8 as opposed
He's not
to
forced to.
bishop c,
Right.
bishop c8.
It still feels like it's time, because you don't really want to be allowing all kinds of tactics, because you do need to calculate bishop f5s and even rook takes e4, bishop f5. You really don't want to be thinking about any of that. So I would like the knight on c5 already.
Exactly.
He disagrees.
Rook
E1?
e1.
It's still fine. I wonder why he is so reluctant to put that piece there. Black for
You think
It's still not very
F5,
much, frankly.
the knight
It's
can
around
jump to
85.
e4. Yeah, pardon me, to e5. Apologies. Yeah. So I want to play g4. I just don't want to see the knight landing on h4. So how can I? Is king g6 ridiculous? King g6 with
No.
knight
No, I
g4?
think it's fine. And how do I continue? Knight.
Well, I wanted to take the knight on d2 after.
Oh, you're going to take it.
Yeah, I was going to take it. Well, he
Well, we have a trade.
captured.
And queen c7. Queen taking over the c file.
Just you do see these ideas of what? Where's
Both
that
players
going?
are on 35 seconds, by the way.
Yeah, I would with white. I would like to play king d1, g3, and h4 to sort of cut off all the entrance routes for the queen, and also try to provoke g4 so that my knight has an f4 square to aim for.
If g4
Which would
white
be a
would also
dream.
have knight h4, knight
Yeah,
f5.
I like king d1. I think king d1 is good.
King d1 is a very good. Again, just protecting the business squares.
Yeah, and you see Alireza stopping white from playing g3 there, and also attacking a4. Of course, yeah, I forgot about the a4. I think it's just fine for black because the knight is just so far away from good squares. Eventually, we will, I think, have to just trade it for the bishop, and the resulting queen ending will be completely.
Are we threatening h4 now?
Queen g4. Allowing queen g4, you have to have a reply to queen g4, and I don't think we currently have.
Okay,
So
guess
g4
what?
played.
Wow.
Chris is taking some risks.
Inviting
Knight h4.
knight h4, knight f5.
I guess he actually wants to play king g6 there, and yeah, Prag says thanks, but no thanks.
Okay,
Traded to g1.
by the way,
Now queen's coming into h2.
g3.
g3, he's achieving
Can that
the
be met
dream
with
setup.
Yeah,
we
no,
were
this is
saying.
sort of a. Okay.
Okay,
This is he saw queen a6 and Prague also saw queen a6, and the fact that GH is not included yet kind of stops white from doing anything else. He
pity.
cannot go knight e2 because GH will basically promote.
That's
into a queen.
three-time repetition.
Yeah,
That's it. Queen e2 will be a.
Let's not. Yeah, let's take
That's
the draw
four-time
here.
repetition. Okay,
That's a
we're
draw.
going to switch over to the